Takopi.
Is the core question at the center of Takopi's original sin. Or more accurately, what is sin? Underneath a religious lens, sin is an immoral act considered to be a transgression against divine law. A more broader meaning would define it as an action that is or is felt to be highly reprehensible. And with its definition in mind, it's a lot of sin in this anime. I mean, Marina's relentless bullying, Takopi's fatal blow to her head, the gang's covering up of the murder, and all the shitty fucking parents present. Oh my god, generally the worst adults in anime. And the question of what is sin inevitably leads one to the title. What exactly is Takopi's original sin? What is their original crime? It's a question that might seem obvious. It was the murder of Marina. We even got a whole title drop for that scene, but, and humongous spoilers ahead, humongous. We learned that Takopi's first contact with a human wasn't Shizuka, it was a grown-up Marina, whose life spiraled out of control when Shizuka came into town. Some supercharged trauma later, and Takopi decides to go back in time to kill a young, 4th grade version of Shizuka in order to make Marina happy, and that's where the story starts. An earth-shattering twist that flips the entire story on its fucking head, and I still don't think this is the evil the title is referring to. The truth is, Takopi's original sin isn't any one act they committed, but rather the fact that they acted in the first place. Let me explain, and to do so, we have to examine these delicious-ass pancakes. Pancakes are an integral symbol for Naoki's arc. Junya, his older brother, has always excelled in school, having perfect scores, and this results in their mother comparing the two. Now, anyone watching with siblings can probably attest to the idea, I can, but her ass takes it to a whole other level. Enter these pancakes, which serves as a sort of carrot on a stick for her children. You get good grades, you get to eat. You don't, well, none for you. And on top a sugary spread of brutal insults and infuriatingly manipulative gaslighting, and you get the worst fucking mom in the world. Of course, the pancakes represents Naoki's obsession with validation and approval. The imagery is clear and supports this, but they also represent neutrality. Look at this scene right here. Naoki, having zoned out thinking about Shizuka and the whole debacle, scores terribly on his test. He brings it home to his mom, who actually gives him the carrot. She seems to empathize with his effort, and the whole scene is painted as this beautiful act of humanity and motherhood, and then she drops the bombshell that she doesn't give a fuck about him anymore. She has given up on trying with him, and now he can just fuck off and do whatever. It's an aggravating scene, and the pancakes play a huge part in this. Finally, he gets to have those precious pancakes, but they're instantly shrouded in darkness. They were, in his eyes, the golden land, the thing that he wanted the most, and when he finally got them, it turned out to be an incredibly painful event. But were the pancakes always such a bad thing? No, again, they were such a positive light in his eyes, but they turned out bad. They were gray, neither good or evil. And the same goes for humanity. Humans are not inherently good, nor are they inherently evil. We are just us. Look at our two main characters. Everyone hated Marina, me included. She's this terribly sadistic asshole of a kid who tormented Shizuka for her own enjoyment. But as her story unraveled, I felt not a lot of empathy, I can't lie. Her actions are definitely explainable, but none of it gave her the right to do the shitty things she did. But Shizuka, though definitely a victim, is also kind of a terrible person too. She's a manipulative asshole who uses Naoki and his obsession with her to her advantage. She also isn't entirely an innocent, kind, caring person herself. She too is capable of evil. And with her manipulative behavior combined with a crazy twist that Marina was originally the one suffering, it throws a wrench into who's to blame. Who here is to blame for the tragedies that have occurred? Who here committed the original sin? And when I asked that question, I realized the truth of Takopi's original sin. The truth is, their original sin is assuming that they could fix humans, the constant meddling, the array of gadgets. Takopi's attitude was that of someone who truly believed they could help fix another situation, but they couldn't. You can't just tie a rope between two people when they instantly squash their beef. Humans are far too complex, far too morally dubious for that to ever happen. Fixing one situation would directly hurt another, and as we established, none of these characters are evil, they are just human. Humans are capable of the worst of evils, evils that churns one's stomach, but we are also capable of good, of compassion, and kindness. That is what it means to be human, to be both. And so it becomes impossible to fix Shizuka, to fix Azuma, to fix Marina, because what's wrong with them is just as much of them as the good parts are. So is that it? Can all we do really is wish upon a star? Is there any hope for us, for our broken families, for our futures? Are we just doomed to repeat the sins passed down to us? What can we do when we don't know what to do? And in this moment of anguish, of Shizuka's unadulterated frustration and sadness pouring out, Takopi surrenders. He admits that he does not have a solution. He can't fix anything, and he's sorry. This earnestness, this honesty, even if it doesn't result in anything changing, touches Shizuka to her very core. And then the audience is stricken with the same force as Takopi arrives to his answer. I think all we can do is cry. Cry, laugh some bits, and cry some more. Alone, it won't do anything. It won't change anything. But maybe, just maybe, our tears put together will pull into something worth living for.